before we digging deeper into, like your profiles and your passion for the company, can you please share a little bit about, your background and what has led you to your current role at Cambrooke?
Sure. So I'm Susan Gingrich. I am a registered dietitian. I have been with Cambrooke for the last 10 years. I am the Senior Director of Clinical Nutrition and Marketing. I specifically, from the marketing side, work in the areas of metabolics, right? So these are the products that are related to inborn errors of protein metabolism, as well as ketogenics, which is ketogenic products, services for people with intractable epilepsy who require a ketogenic diet. I have been closely involved with the innovation of most of the products that we have today. Some of the original products in PKU, I expanded on, but I have really been closely involved from 2014 in launching our KetoV brand of products. Before joining Cambrooke, I go back to 10 years of working in hospitals, in the community, in clinical nutrition, both in Boston and in Maine, outside the Portland, Maine area. In my experience there, it was pretty broad. I had an opportunity to work closely in nutrition support. So that's enteral and parenteral nutrition, in counseling, in specialty areas like diabetes, weight management, intractable epilepsy with a ketogenic diet. I moved into the area of specialty medical nutrition when I joined both Novartis and then with Nutricia, North America, owned by Danone. Most of my time was spent in the area of therapeutic medical nutrition at Nutricia. Spent 17 years there. And I work very closely with this similar areas that I'm in today. And what I found when I was there was an opportunity to do more. And I recognized that we could be doing more in these very specialty areas. And I was so excited to have an opportunity to join Cambrooke to be able to do that, to bring that to life.
Yes, amazing.
So does that help?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. It's definitely helpful. I think with your extensive background in the current field of therapeutical medical, you have also has a lot of relevant experience in that currently translates into your current role at Cambrooke. So here, Susan, as the medical director at Cambrooke, can you please share a little bit more on some of the key innovations
Sure.
in Ajinomoto Cambrooke's product portfolio that have made a significant impact on the patient care?
Yes. So we are really pioneers. I joined Cambrooke and we had already innovated products in the area of PKU. And we did that by bringing the first glycomacropeptide, or GMP, capital G, capital M, capital P based formulas for PKU and tyrosinemia. So we were the company out of many others, much larger than us, to recognize the importance of this revolutionary protein source for these two particular disorders. And I say that because they are, glycomacropeptide is a unique protein that is one that can offer safe and effective nutrition support to those with PKU and Tyrosinemia, while bringing some benefits, health benefits, and taste benefits to those living with PKU, where amino acids were the only option before the innovation of products with GMP. That is one area that I've been closely involved with, expanding on that portfolio of products to meet the needs of the patients as they grow. So from childhood to being, going to school and off to college, and then living a life with a family, you really need products that fit your lifestyle. So not only delivering on the science and the health benefits, but also meeting the needs of a person's lifestyle, and to feel inclusive and not stand out as different. It's really important for people living with a very specialty diet that is very restrictive. And that, I would say, is really the sort of the foundation for us as a company, is to bring innovation, taking it up another level to not only care for the disease, but to care for the whole person. And so the next example of that would be with KetoV, which is the ketogenic formula portfolio, as well as KetoV Cafe, which is our ketogenic food line of products. And here, providing a ketogenic diet is where you're providing a very high level of fat to put the body into ketosis, which then can help reduce seizures. That's a very simplistic way of saying it, because it is a lot more complicated than that. However, just for simplicity's sakes, we'll say that. Now, when we are offering products that help to resolve, say, the seizures, we also have, we feel, an obligation, and it's really important, to provide good nutritional care. And what we mean by that is, when you're on a ketogenic diet, you can often be managing side effects. So there are several side effects that are very common on a ketogenic diet. So we designed our products specifically to help manage some of the common side effects. Okay. And what does that do? That makes it more tolerable for a patient. They're going to feel better. They're going to be able to stick to the diet better. And they're going to live a more pleasurable, healthy life. So we go above and beyond the basic care and take it up to another level. We also have done that in severe protein allergy. So this is with our EquiCare and Essential Care line of products, which are for digestive and allergic disorders. And here the basic need is to provide a safe formula that does not create an allergic response. So these are hypoallergenic products. We again wanted to take it up to the next level. And what I mean by that is we provided a great tasting product. And how we did that is really with Ajinomoto's amino science expertise, so their amino acid expertise, in providing a formula that is designed with amino acids that have a more palatable profile, minimizing those that are less offensive. So taste, of course, things have to be tasty, and that will really help the family or the person managing the disease to take the nutrition that they need. Beyond that is there are additional things that we can do to help those patients, and that is provide carbohydrates that are called low FODMAP. So that's low in, are you familiar with that? That's low in,
Not
no,
really.
okay.
Yes.
I'm just going to check my resources so I don't, it's a tricky one. Fermentable oligosaccharide, monosaccharide, and polyols. So that's the FODMAP. And the rationale behind this is it's carbohydrate sources that are easier to digest and create less gas and discomfort that can be common for some people managing digestive disorders. So again, we bring our products up to a higher level, looking to care for other areas where a person needs the support.
Yes.
I think I got that right. Yes, I did. I'm looking at my fermentable oligosaccharide, disaccharide, monosaccharides, and polyols.
That's
It's a
quite a
tricky
long
one.
name. Yes, it is.
So it's a carbohydrate. These are carbohydrates that can resist digestion, and so reducing them in the diet can really benefit the person.
Right. Yeah. So basically, the company has, very wide range of product profiles and portfolios that are trying to cater to the needs of every the patients throughout the life cycles of that individuals, right?
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, like in order to come up with such a wide range of product portfolio, there has to be a very strong R&D, function in the company. So can
Yes.
you please share with our readers here, like the approach of Cambrooke to their R&D to ensure the product is always remain at the very forefront of the therapeutic medical nutrition?
Sure. So we invest in research. We invest in really understanding the market, working with the experts in the field, in partnerships and collaborations in order to support the design of our products. We have a strong R&D team that can take those innovation concepts and bring them to life with the products that we produce at Cambrooke. So we're really proud of the fact that we manufacture on site in Massachusetts, which I think is pretty unique to have everything in one place. And we work closely with the regulatory agencies, our suppliers, to find, and also Ajinomoto. I must say, Ajinomoto has been a wealth of knowledge that has really supported our identification of ingredients that are more novel and work well with our production facility, our production capabilities at Cambrooke. So between the research and development, the connections with the community, we have a very tight connection with the community. I think that's really important to understand, not just from the families, because of course that's the most important for us is that connection with the people that use our products and really understanding their needs. And in understanding their needs, we not only are creating products that are innovative with the team, but we create resources that support them to, again, another level that we think is very different from other companies.
Mm.
And just trying to think here of what I wanted to say. I lost my train of thought. So you were asking me about R&D, and then I started telling you a little bit about the innovation and then other resources. I wanted to go somewhere else, but so anything else I can answer around this?
Uh, right. Maybe, like some lessons that you have learned that can, like demonstrate the different, like the approach to R&D. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how we are different in terms of our approach to R&D? So connection with the community. There we go. So because we're working in very specialty areas, right? So these are more rare disorders, particularly like PKU and Tyrosinemia. I mean, even ketogenic diets. This is still a small number of people who have seizures that actually get to a ketogenic diet, because there were about 140 centers in North America that are managing ketogenic diets. And because of our close relationships and connections with the research and the clinical practitioners, we are able to identify areas where there are unmet needs. So when we're identifying those pain points for not only the clinical care, but the just lifestyle needs of those patients or people living with these disorders, we are able to bring and develop innovations that are suited to their life.
Yes. Right. So being very customer and patient centric is your
Yes,
approach to R&D, right?
absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for summarizing that for me.
Yes, no worries. Right. So yeah, to like to illustrate that, here I'm asking you about, like the testimonials or any success
Oh,
stories
yeah.
from patients that have benefited from using Ajinomoto Cambrooke's products that you are open to share with us. Yeah.
Sure. So with our PKU products, I mean, we hear a lot of great stories about how we've really changed their life in terms of uh, products looking more normal. They look like everybody else's drink, right? They would the packaging, the design. That's one. Secondly, the fact that they enjoy taking their product. They enjoy taking it 3 times a day. There are some products where we have heard patients will drink all of their formula at once. And really, for the best therapy, the best outcomes, health wise, you would be taking it 3 or 4 times a day. So we get feedback that because they enjoy taking it, because it's convenient and looks normal, they're happy to take it throughout the day and when they're out with their peers, where other products they may not feel comfortable doing that. The others are getting to a point of this is a particular patient of feeling better, feeling fuller, because our products can also help with satiety, that she was able to get her blood phenylalanine levels balanced to a point where she was able to start having children. So before that, she was out of metabolic balance. When she when she started taking our glycactin formulas, she was able to control her blood phenylalanine levels to the point where she was safe to begin trying to have her first child, which she did. That's really impactful. Others are, I mean, this is on the ketogenic side of our business, and where our team, I think, is pretty unique. So between our sales and medical team, they work very closely together, understanding the needs of the customers. And because ketogenic diet therapy for epilepsy is so specialized, you don't walk out of college or even your internship really knowing how to do this diet. You really have to learn on the job. There's been a high turnover ever since, really, it's been before COVID, but particularly after COVID. As you can imagine, right? Healthcare has really changed quite a bit. It's can be stressful, and you work long hours. And so there, with this turnover, we find sometimes dietitians that are new and in situations where they need some support and education. So we've come to that support. We have a keto resource. We call it Keto Resource Education Program, where we will individualize, have small groups to support the ketogenic dietitian to feel more confident and comfortable with practicing the diet. We have even come to the point where we've had to drop formula off at an intensive care unit for a child that was in status. So status epilepticus, seizures that don't stop. We brought the formula, our salesperson brought the formula in, drove it, 2 hours to get there to support the hospital, and our dietitian, our clinical team was able to work with the intensive care dietitian to support her to begin using KetoV. And when they did, within a day, the child's seizures stopped.
Wow.
So it can be a life and death situation sometimes, not all the time, but where we have these close collaboration with our customers, we're able to make a real impact on patients' lives.
Wow, that's really amazing. All the impacts that you and the team has been able to deliver through the product. So here I would like to ask a question regarding ethical considerations and how you are applying and addressing the ethical considerations in your current practice. Because as you know, ethical considerations are very paramount in medical practice, right? Because it impacts the patient trust and care quality, etc. So how do you navigate these ethical considerations in your practice? What are the frameworks or guidelines do you use to ensure ethical decision making?
Well, we must protect privacy, right? So privacy in health information is essential. We are trained on this every year throughout the company. And so that's number one. Number two, whenever we're working with clinicians and patients, we work closely with the clinicians that are serving them, like are taking care of them. We never work directly with a patient without including the dietitian. It really, the recommendations must come from the dietitian. We are only there to offer information that's unbiased. We can provide information about our products. We can provide evidence that has been published and peer reviewed, but we cannot prescribe. We cannot influence to choose our product in specific situations. That really has to be under the judgment of the medical team.
Yeah.
So these are some standards that we have as a team to be unbiased in the clinical practice that our dietitians are providing.
Right. Yes, amazing. Right. It's very yeah, it's definitely helpful to learn more about the ethical considerations just as you shared with me. And I'm pretty sure that with all the approaches to R&D innovation that you are having, the DNA in the product development part and staying very close to your end customers. Yeah, you definitely are yeah, definitely
It's a
ahead
fine
in this
line
trend.
you have to play.
Yeah.
Not play, but you have to have a fine line.
Mm,
And you have to let the clinician make the decisions. We can only be there to educate from an unbiased standpoint, which is what we do when we do have our education. And when we are supporting the clinician with product, they're the ones making the decision on what products to
mm,
use. And we have been fortunate, well, we really intentionally designed our products to help as many people as we can. So when we
mm,
think about KetoV in particular, we started off with a very more standard type formula, even though it has some unique features. But we've then expanded it to include digestive disorders with a peptide-based product. Our plant-based product as well, the first nutritionally complete 4-to-1 ratio plant-based ketogenic formula. And we did that even at a time where supply chain was really difficult.
mm,
Many products went out of stock from other companies. And within the limitations that we had around quality, etc.,
mm,
we quickly responded and developed our KetoV plant-based. And that met the need of many patients who would have been without product, without a
mm,
formula. And to disrupt a ketogenic diet where someone's seizure control is doing so well and it's being very effective, that can be very difficult for the family and the clinician. So we feel really proud about that. But that really
mm,
took knowing the years of working on with KetoV and then Ajinomoto. It was really this is probably one of our best examples of how cross-functionally and also within the family of being under Ajinomoto helped us bring this product to the market at a time when there was a lot of challenges with out of stocks
yeah,
in the market. Yeah,
right. Definitely. COVID-19 and the pandemic has really caused a lot of troubles and
it did.
depressions on the supply chain. But once the company has been able to navigate it through this difficult time, I'm pretty sure
Yes.
that the company will stay strong, no matter what will happen. Yeah.
And it really has shown our leadership in the space of not only keto, as I'm describing with the Keto V plant-based, but even in our PKU formulas. We had a team that worked really closely together to keep us in supply and in stock. And that's not an easy thing to do. But I think maybe with Cambrooke being a little bit more agile and really super close to the community and having a Ajinomoto, we were able to
Mm,
do that.
yes. Yep. Definitely. Right. So I think I have gone through all of my question lists right now. Thank you so much. It's
I hope
definitely
we
been a
covered what you
very
needed.
thoughtful. Yes, I did. But Susan, look, if there's any additional inputs or details that you'd like to share and
Yeah,
would like us to add during this cover story, please feel free to do so.
will do.
Yeah. Yeah, but otherwise, I think the rest is perfect. Yeah, I will reach out to you definitely if I have more questions. But yeah.
Well, feel free to finesse my words and make them a little more succinct. I think even when you spoke back to me, you did a really nice job at saying like customer centric. It's a great word. It's exactly explaining what I was saying in a lot of my words. So please take
Right.
those liberties.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye bye.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.